Welcome back. The Meadows Cup Pro-Am Golf Tournament returns this month for the 22nd time. The Meadows Country Club event has raised more than $1.1 million for Easter Seals, Southwest Florida. And joining us now to tell us more about the event and how that money is used to help children and adults with special needs is Tom Waters, the president and CEO of Easter Seals, Southwest Florida. Tom, thanks so much for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, our pleasure too. Well, this is one of the premier golf tournaments in the area, and the Meadows Country Club really, they just roll out the red carpet for all participants for this tournament, and I have no doubt they're going to do the same this year, right, Tom?
Certainly, they have. They have for many years now. This local golf tournament for this local charity that's providing services for local children and adults with disabilities has been doing this for 22 years, and we get a chance to be a part of it thanks to our top sponsor, the Florida Resource Management Group, great sponsors like Willis Smith and longtime supporter Sun Hydraulics. As those groups come together and the country club puts out a spread like you don't see at tournaments, between the lunch and the exquisite buffet dinner that chef puts out. But in the meantime, you've got 18 holes of golf where you're having not just a lot of fun, but you're playing with a pro, so your game gets better. So all of us can play, all of our abilities shine, and most importantly, we get to help children in our community.
Well, let's talk more about that, Tom. Tell us about the services offered by Easter Seals and how you help those with special needs in our community.
Would love to. In just the last couple of years, we've gone from serving just north of 500 to almost 900 children and families with special needs. 35% of the children we serve now are on the autism spectrum. 10 years ago, those would have been very different numbers. So we're able to add through this, and because of this need, things like behavioral therapy. Our newest partner, Brainwaves, is bringing in neurofeedback to help focus. When children can focus, they can learn. When they can learn, sometimes they can actually work and do a lot of things that folks weren't thinking they might be able to do. Our role is to help everybody and their family be as independent and productive as possible here on the Sun Coast. So lots happening at Easter Seals Happiness House. Started in 1946, just up the road by the airport, now serving almost 1,000 families.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you mentioned it's Happiness House, which is what the original name of the facility. Now you're calling it Easter Seals Happiness House to sort of connect with that history that you have here.
The roots are deep. I mean, there are children surviving polio over at the airport in Quonset Hudson. They came across the street and bought those 6 acres. And literally, we have gone from polio to palsy to dystrophy to autism, and we continue to serve everything in between. When you come to Happiness House, not only are you getting those therapies for your children, but there are programs for adults and seniors. We have our own little senior friendship center, which makes every day very special up on Braden Avenue, right up the street from here.
Right off US 41 by the airport. The Meadows Cup Pro-Am Golf Tournament happens Saturday, April 21st at the Meadows Country Club in Sarasota. Tees off at 1 o'clock. All proceeds will benefit Easter Seals Southwest Florida Happiness House. And for information and how you can take part, go to the event's website, themeadowscup.com. Tom, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks, Scott, and thanks for being our honorary chair and for ABC7 doing all they do for so many of us here on the Sun Coast.
It's our pleasure, and it's my honor to be a part of that event. It's such a great one in the area. All right, Tom, thanks. We'll see you in a couple of weeks out at the golf course.
Thank you, sir. A couple foursomes left.
Yeah.
Come get them.
Sign up.